One of the biggest challenges as a guitar player is picking the best possible wireless system for your guitar. Now, it's different when you are a bedroom guitar player. You're not really challenged with the stage challenges. When you're on stage, different things plays out when you're playing the guitar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. D's one time. Come on.
For guitar players like myself, it's always a huge challenge to kind of figure out which is the best type of wireless guitar systems that you can use either to perform on stage or to use in the studio, or you're just a bedroom guitar player. It's always a big question of which one should you use or which one is good for your scenario. And it all comes down to how you're actually using this for yourself. The first criteria that I will ask is, if you're using it at home, there are certain things you have to look at. For example, myself in my home studio here, if I want to use a guitar, why will I want to use a wireless guitar system at home in the first place? There are two scenarios where that comes into play. Number one, I just want a clean setup and I want to be able to move around without being held back by cable. So if you're tracking at home or you're recording at home and you just don't have that much real estate to just have cable twirling around and getting it all mixed up, it would make some sense to have like a wireless system that you can just tap in and connect. In my case, I do have a wireless setup, which is the NUX setup that I use both on stage and at home as well. You want to move around while you playing at home, or if you have like a two dual system, there's a plug-in system, a plug like the one like the Shure GLX-D16. It has a unit that you can mount either on your pedal board or you can mount on your desk, and it will be permanently there with constant power supply, and that will always be there. And you can always have the wireless system, switch out the batteries when you need to. That actually lasts for a freaking long time. I have played 6-hour sets straight without the battery dropping off. It's advertised as 12 hours of battery, and yeah, I can assure you that you will get way more than that sometimes, depending on the range and how far you're moving around. But I've played like large stages that have the Shure system on there, and it lasted for hours, 8-hour set, and I just leave it there on stage. I don't even turn it off, and I'll come back and it's still like at 50% after like 8 hours, which is amazing. So yeah, if budget is not a problem, that will set you back almost $700 or $600 depending on where you're using. They're always on sale on Amazon, but it's listed right now on Amazon for $599, which is like $600 after taxes. You're looking at close to $700 after taxes depending on where you're buying from. I live on the East Coast. I'm in Jersey, so yeah, taxes are high over here. So yeah, that's for that. I use that. It's still my daily driver, but then it comes with a lot of cons with that. Number one being the wireless pack system. It's a pain in the butt to attach to your guitar belt or strap or whatever it is you want to call it, depending on where in the world you are. It's a pain to hang it to your guitar strap, which is one of my major problems with that particular unit. I did manage to get a case. This is actually a headphone case for it. I found it actually fits all in this case just because I like all my stuff all in one pocket. So this is the transmitter that transmits to the one you have on your pedal board. And one of the biggest problems that I have with it is this factory clip here. You really have to buy like a belt pack to actually put it in. These are not expensive. $30. You can get this one from Gator. It's actually specifically made for this particular one or other Shures. It fits most of them, and you can then attach this to your strap and then it stays on there permanently. The only problem with if you need to change the battery, you have to take it out and then switch the battery. But again, with that battery life, you might not ever need to change that battery for performance. You just charge it off stage or before you get on stage, and I don't know who's playing any session that's more than 12 hours, but again, this will last you for both sound check and then rehearsals. A few times I've had this on for sound check, and I come to the main gig, and it just didn't change. So this might last you between 6 to 12 hours. 6 hours for sound check, another 6 hours for the main performance. Not likely, but hey, if you ever have to run something for 12 hours, I'll recommend this one, and it works perfectly well. And that is that for that. But then the cons are still there. It's not that it has an extra cable that you're gonna connect that to your guitar. That could be uncomfortable sometimes, especially if you're doing choreography. It just might bump into you, or your arm bump into it, or again, if you properly tuck it in, it wouldn't be a problem, but it could be a problem with that cable, and the cable can break, so you probably need to buy another cable at some point. They're really not pricey, so that's just something to keep in mind. And per guitar, because it's just one straight XLR, if you're using like a Jazzmaster, it just could be a pain in the butt to connect this. If you ever play the Jazzmaster, connecting this to a Jazzmaster, just especially when you use the warming bar, it gets really in the way when you're playing. So that's one of the cons that I have for that one. So if budget is not a problem, this will go. So 3 cons for this: the budget, the workflow with this could be, cumbersome or cumbersome. I don't know what the word is. Next that you have here, I did a review on this. If you've not seen the video, you can go over there and check that out. This is probably the best option that I've used in a while. This is from Nuex, and this is one of the B series. This is the BH guitar. This is more than just a wireless guitar system. Number one, this has frequency hopping, which the Shure also have. For half the price, you get everything the Shure offers, including the long tom. I wouldn't stretch this over 12 hours, but I've used it for like 5 hours on stage, and it was perfect. So you'll get similar performance. And what this has that the Shure does not have is integrated charging on stage. So if you just get off the stage, you can just throw this into on your pedal board. This uses your regular 9-volt from your power, from your pedal board. So this is built for guitar players and guitarists, people like myself. I just use one of my pedal power here, just power it up, plug it in, and it's ready to go. It sounds great. And it also has this feature called the cable tone, which kind of like compensate for whatever tone loss. Again, I didn't even notice any tone loss with this one actually when I used it on stage, but just kicking that in just gives you some level of clarity and punchiness that I just cannot explain until you use it. It sounds really clean and really good when you use it. And again, this is USB-C, so you're not gonna ever run out of where to charge these or how to charge that. You charge it wirelessly on device itself, or you're using a USB-C to charge it. That is what the Shure does not have. I mean, it does have the power back. You can actually charge it with a USB-C. Point of correction there. You can actually charge that with USB-C as well. But, this is lighter, like way lighter than that one, which means it will stay more on your back clip compared to the Shure, which is heavier. I mean, the battery is heavier and the build quality is a little bit stronger, but the build quality here too is pretty strong. It looks like some reinforced plastic and some metals, and yeah, and you have that LED light there that's showing you where to plug it in. I've used this on stage on multiple sessions and even here in the studio, and it has never disappointed. I've never run out of juice on stage or off stage, so this works well. I used this in Miami a couple of weeks ago, and it worked perfectly well. Okay, before I even go to the best option that I have here, I'm gonna review this Phoenix Pro. This was sent to me a while back. I've actually had this for close to 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the PDP-GTX PDP-G guitar system from Phoenix Pro. Now, this company makes budget gears that do not suck. Now, I've had this for almost 2 years, and of all the budget wireless transmitter system or guitar system that I've had, this has been the best performing one. Like, the clarity can easily compete with the Shure, no doubt. And this will set you back like $60 or $70. So are they good? They are good, but you might just want to shop around to find the best one. This is the best one that I found so far that doesn't suck your tone, sounds good, have good range. Not as perfect as the other ones because it doesn't have frequency hopping, so you will experience some dropout. So, but for home studio use, I would definitely recommend these ones. And for smaller stages, you will get around with this. It did mess me up on the bigger stage, and I had to but again, you can't beat it for that price. And another drawback with this is it uses micro USB. It's USB-C time, so I mean, if that's not a problem, you can still get it as well. Also, another con with this one is the power switch. Sometimes if you keep it in a box or an area where it moves or rubs against each other, you might accidentally power it on, and then you get to the stage and you're flat out on battery. So that's kind of something they can work on and change that. Other than that, this sounds great. The range is great. Minimal interference. Smaller stages or home practice or home recording, I would recommend this. Now, the best one that I've used ever is from XVive. Now, full disclaimer, XVive did send this to me, but they have no whatever input on what I have to say. They just reached out to me and like, hey, do I want to try this out? I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going to try this out. I've had a few products from XVive. Some I've purchased with my money, some has been sent to me, but it's a company that makes good products, and I will defend it at any point in time. This, however, has a lot going on for it. Not just the fact that it has ability to switch frequencies and give you clean frequencies. It's very non-invasive. It comes with a charging case. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a USB case, USB-C spot here where you just, after performance, just plug it in and it keeps charging. And you can already see that indication shows here that it's charging. Quite interesting design. I wasn't expecting much from it, but you can manually scan frequency. So if you're having frequency drops out, you can manually search this. These I used last weekend in Pennsylvania, and I moved around the stage, and with other wireless system as well, there was no dropout compared to the other cheaper one. Again, this is not really that cheap. It's kind of in the mid-range, but this XVive BCA58 is an amazing one. And the fact that it has its own power case just is a no-brainer. So will set you back less than $200 at around $180, depending on when you're looking or where you're looking at. It's listed on Amazon right now for $189, which is not freaking bad. That's freaking cheap. Now let's go over some of its features that you see. It's number one, it's using 5.8 gigahertz. Did I mention the other one as well? It's using 5.8 gigahertz, up to 100 feet. That is amazing. You get 110 signal to noise ratio. It has 6 channels that you can hop around. So if you're not getting a good frequency, you can quickly hop around and just scan and you'll be good. And you have 5-hour battery life. So that's more than enough that you use on any stage. Unlike the other Shure and the other ones, it's not giving you 12 hours or 6 hours, but 5 hours is more than enough. I used it for more than 4 hours, around close to 5 hours on stage. So soundcheck was like 2 hours and my set was around 2 hours. And I left it on the old time for my show in Pennsylvania right here. I'm going to leave there. And it was great. It sounded great. I had 0 tone loss. Like, it sounded great on stage. And the ease of just not having something to strap and something that just connects in, especially for my guitar, my Strats, it has this flexible 1/4 inch attachment. So anywhere or any type of guitar, it just goes in. You have a Les Paul, it goes below. It can easily fit into a Strat. And when you have a Jazzmaster, you can plug it in and tuck this out of your way because it's foldable, which is a hell of a function when it comes to stuff like this. And when you're done, put it in the charging case. No more charging anxiety, and you can zip it up and it's going to get fully charged. Now, you can also charge the case as well, so you're never going to run out of juice, which is something I really like about these. So I will always recommend these above the $100 mark, less than $200. This is cheaper than the other ones that I've checked out. And in terms of sound quality and the old design and workflow, this happens to be my best. Like, this is going to go everywhere with me. I will have my Shure for like bigger stages, but for my day-to-day gigs, I'm going to go with the XVive, just because of that portability. And for home studio, I'm going to have the new X be something that I want to have at home, just because it has a constant power, and just leave it on stage and on my desk and have, that usability just around the way. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any question, if it's any wireless trick or hack that you guys have been using in a while, let me know, and I'll love to hear about them. My name is Dami. I'm a guitar player and audio engineer, and this is just me reviewing the gear that I use. And if you find any value in anything that I've discussed today, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Make some noise for Mr. D's one time.